Unreal.
Look, the crowd going wild as he approaches the rock step, gets the bike real low now. The Super Lobo working overtime down towards the paddock. The time looking good, 2:50.97, the one to beat as he comes in towards the final berm.
Yeah, no trouble through the greasy grass. He hits the victory berm. Watch the clock, 2:45.72.
A smash time, absolutely rips it apart yet again. Unbelievable. Steve Pete, 5.26 seconds.
No way.
Let's confirm the top three then. Steve Pete wins it.
Yeah, and we've got two virgins on the podium this week. Dave Hemming, first of all, in second place. Excellent stuff.
And an excellent third place for Will Longdon. That's the one that he needed.
Made a change to have a little bit of luck, so it's good.
And second today, Dave Hemming.
Really, really pleased. It's probably not going to sink in until I'm driving home and I'll crash my car in shock.
Stand back for the master, Mr. Steve Pete. He is the series leader.
Steve Pete takes the podium and he also has the pleasure of taking the leader's jersey as well.
Today I rode really good. I guess I'm riding well this year. I'm getting there.
Well, that's it from Eidge. It's been a fantastic day's racing, hasn't it, Rory?
Absolutely awesome. Couldn't be better. Absolutely fantastic.
Can that be beaten, Rory?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're dead right, Rory.
More to come, Roger.
That's it from Eidge.
Absolutely brilliant. Ripping. And obviously, Steve Pete securing his position in the lead of the series, and now with the new leader, Tracy Mosley, in the women's competition. Brilliant racing.
Couldn't be better, and it's setting us up nicely for next week's programme, where we're going to be at Builth Wells for the RAV4 National Championships.
Be there.
Hello and welcome to Mountain Bike Britain.
Nice one.
This week we're in Builth Wells for the RAV4 National Championships.
We're in the heart of the most amazing Welsh countryside. We've got a great cross-country race for you, and of course the one you're all wanting to see, the Downhill Championship.
We are interrupting your regular broadcast because this is not your normal programme. This is a one-off event. The National Championships is the pinnacle of the British race season.
So hang on to your handlebars, because here we go. Builth Wells is nestled in the most beautiful mist-covered mountains of Wales. Amidst this sea of tranquility, this land of peaceful meadows and bucolic rapture,
It's a ripping mountain bike course. And this weekend the circus comes to town, bringing with it the biggest event of the season.
well, Roger, the girls are in town for the big showdown, so let's see who's here.
Yes, indeedy, Rory. First up, we've got the woman who's got more gold medals around her neck than anybody else, reigning national champion Karen van Meerbeek.
I'm certainly going to try as hard as I can, so I'll be in there fighting with the rest of them.
And a real challenge coming from last year's junior national champion Tracy Mosley for the national championships this year. She's got to be a favourite.
It's going to be a great race. Usually it's always been someone who's always been the favourite sort of way ahead, but today it's definitely going to be a tight race, and whoever wins is going to be the best rider on the day, really. So I'm looking forward to it, but very nervous.
Riding alongside Tracy is going to be Britain's best performing World Cup rider, Helen Mortimer.
Let's go meet her.
My name's Helen Mortimer and I'm from Shropshire.
It's all down to my brother Chris. he started racing, I was there, and I thought, oh, I may as well give it a go. It's been going really, really well. At one point I was ranked 6th in the world. I've not been out of the top 10 all year, both world and domestically, so couldn't have asked for a better season, really. I mean, look at it, it's a beautiful day, you're in the countryside, and you're doing a sport that you love. I mean, I don't know if I could do an office job anymore. I mean, this is great. You get to travel the world, and you get paid for doing it, so you can complain, eh? The adrenaline rush you do get when you come down the hill is pretty phenomenal, actually. You get through a section, you clean a section, you're like, yeah, you know, and that's why you do your job. I mean, I like it. And it keeps you fit. So where can you go wrong? It's all really friendly, but come race day, everybody wants to get the win. That's what everyone aims for, so that's when everyone's competitive side comes out, including mine. I mean, I wouldn't be where I was if I wasn't competitive enough. Some of the sports, I think, are a bit cliquey or a bit too sort of professional, whereas mountain biking, anyone can have a go at it. You get a semi-decent bike and you can do this. I mean, you just need a helmet and a bike and you're there.
Just to make sure you understand this perfectly clearly, let's map the course out for you, starting right up on the moors, Rory.
Well, high on the moors, Roger, the sheep have eaten all the trees up here, but there's some lovely bracken single track to start off. Bit gullied there, pretty dangerous.
Yeah, this is a super fast starting section of the course. Really exciting to watch, really, really exciting to ride, because as you come down this hill, look what's lying ahead.
Ah, scary bit!
Mind the gap. You see here, we've got about a 20-foot jump.
The riders are really hammering into this section. Unbelievable, Roger.
If you didn't get yourself a nice set of bark dentures, it's the bomb hole next.
Yeah, here we are at the infamous Builth bomb hole, the first major section of the course, and you can see this is a section you've got to watch as a rider.
Yeah, riders have got to watch it and respect it, Roger, because next up is a series of steep switchbacks leading into the savage S-bend.
Well, these tight corners, Roger, are indicative of the racecourse we've got here.
Yeah, you can see how this berm's developing. This is actually a very interesting berm because it's actually bringing the riders to a complete standstill, practically.
Well, riders don't want to come to a standstill. In fact, they practically want to go flat out into the next section, Roger.
They certainly do, Roy, because this next section is possibly the crux of the whole course. There's a few clever riders out there who spotted a new line above the tree.
Perfect.
Yeah, and once you've got it up there, Roger, you can see the speed it gives you is much quicker than that inside line.
Yes, indeed, Roy, you can use that speed to ram it home across the line.
You, Roger, are bleating mad.
No, Roy, don't be sheepish. Say what you think.
Well, in that case, you're one flea short of a woolly jumper.
Mint sauce.
Now, the women have been styling on this Nationals course. Some of them are even making it look easy.
Yes, indeed, Roy. All the riders get to practice the course. When it comes to race day, they have just one run down the hill.
And because it's the National Championships, they're going for gold.
In the women's event, they've been risking everything to make an impression in this competition. Admittedly, sometimes that impression has been in the dirt.
Like Mandy Hempstock here, getting a little sideways on the S-bend.
And Kate Bircham also made a similar impact in the same spot.
But riders like Adele Croxton made it through the tricky bends to cross the finish line in safety. Here she is finishing in 2:42.76, good enough for 6th position.
And Anya Rees-Jones, a teammate of Tracy Mosley, was able to beat that time to make it into 5th place.
OK, you change spotters, remember this face? She came 3rd at Cheddar Gorge.
And her name is Tamsin Green, and here she is ripping apart the Builth course. She steals across the line eventually in a time of 2:36.80, a phenomenally fast time that gave her the lead. The question in her mind is, will it be beaten?
Well, Roger, your pick of the flock was the powerful Helen Mortimer. She's up next, so Tamsin Green is definitely going to be shaking in her clipless pedals.
And here comes Helen, but look at this. She's not having a good day in the office at all. Look at the time. It's going to stop at 2:38.22. Oh, dear.
No, she's not at all happy with that, is she, Roger? But I tell you what, Tamsin Green will be, because she's still in the lead.
Well, next up was Karen van Meerbeek, the defending national champion. Now, Karen has won this event the past 4 years running, so she's heavily favoured today.
And she's looking absolutely brilliant at the moment. No mistakes through the bomb hole. Look at this, the clock looking very good indeed. 2:30.86 the time, 6 seconds into the lead. Brilliant.
We have just one woman left who can beat Karen van Meerbeek, and that is this woman, Tracy Mosley. She was last year's junior national champion, and this is her first time in the seniors.
Well, certainly Tracy absolutely gunning for it off the wall there, Roger, on the limit, and here she comes to the clock. It's going to be very close indeed. 2:29.58. Yes, a new national champion, Tracy Mosley, in the lead by just over a second.
Whoa! How does that feel, Tracy?
Yeah, the crowd thinks it's fantastic as well, and congratulations to her from Karen van Meerbeek.
Oh.
So the bronze medal today goes to Tamsin Green.
I feel really ecstatic, really pleased.
silver medal for Karen van Meerbeek.
I am a little bit disappointed, yeah, but at the end of the day, you can't always win.
But the big shiny gold one goes to Tracy Moseley.
Yeah, she ruled the juniors and now she reigns supreme as Britain's downhill queen.
I came over and it was obviously tight, and I was looking at the team manager thinking, how I done it, and just saw his face and he just smiled, and it was just an incredible feeling, just to know that I'd done it, and it was just sort of brilliant.
Well, the Elite Men's Cross Country National Championship was always going to be a hot one, with over 1,000 riders trying to get on the front row. Only the best were going to make it.
With the likes of Paul Lazenby and defending national champion Nick Craig on the front of the line, the race is going to be absolutely ripping.
It's an uphill start, the umbrellas are out, and that means the course is going to be a little bit slippery. Now, Barry Clark is looking to try and get back his national title from before, but Nick Craig's having none of it, and he's right on his wheel.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle royale, especially down this section, Skull Valley. Just look at that.
After 6 crawling laps, Nick Craig still on Barry's wheel. This is a very exciting race, but can he get by?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? Nick Craig looking dangerous and ready to pounce, but there's Barry Clark. He's done it. He's regained his national title.
Respect.
I was lucky. Well, not lucky. I came to win, and I wanted to win, and if you don't come to win, you don't win. So I won, so...
Well, he gave it everything today, but it's going to be close but no cigar for defending national champion Nick Craig.
You know, Barry was good today.
Well, the women getting lined up now for the start of the Elite Women's Cross Country race as well. There they go.
On the left in the red helmet, you can see the defending national champion, Caroline Alexander, but her big challenge today is going to come from Tracy Brunger, riding for K2. Here's Caroline putting it down where she does it best, up the climbs. That's where she's going to be dangerous, Rory.
Well, yes, but with that in mind, Tracy Brunger's come to this race with a new Superlight bike, and she's going for it.
Also putting in a strong ride today, Team Bike Park Rally's Jenny Cotnell. She's been so consistent this year and putting in another good ride today up this big hill.
Well, back at the front of the race, and the new leader looks like Tracy Ann Brunger, just getting off here to shoulder the bike on the steepest part of the course, and news coming in that Caroline Alexander has crashed out at Skull Valley.
Well, another victim in Skull Valley was this woman, Isla Roundtree. Oh dear.
Crash.
Isla Roundtree, look at that. Even worse in slow motion. Don't worry, folks, she was only winded.
But the best crash of the day came from our winner, Tracy Brunger, into the arena. She goes for a victory jump and completely bails out. In slow motion, it is horrendous.
Oh, that's one victory salute I won't forget.
Look, she gets up very quickly indeed and makes it round to the finish line to take the gold medal.
Yeah, I think she deserves the champion's jersey after that. Well done to you, Tracy.
Approaching the little lip coming into the arena, I thought, I could jump off of that, so I jumped, but because I wasn't really thinking about it so much, I was thinking more about I won the race and getting into the arena, I was like knocked together and ended up with a big crash, and well, I like to be different, so luckily didn't hurt myself.
Well, let's head back on up to Skull Valley because there's some very strange happenings going on that part of the course. Celtic legends speak of Skull Valley's mysterious powers, of sheep bones coming up from the earth to grab the wheels of unsuspecting riders.
Quashy! Any dead ones up there?
What a load of nonsense, Roger. They just can't stay on their bikes. Three's the crowd, and there's a good crash to start us off.
Oh, that's a nice mouthful for Jodie Crawford. Hey, boys, just say you do it, all right? Just follow me. Oh, dear.
It doesn't pay to show off. Oh, hello, Twiggy. Anybody see my contact lens? There it is.
The barking spectacles.
Hang on a minute, that's my teammate. Don't take the mickey. Oh, all right then.
Well, I'm just going to fall into this bank because it's a bit softer than those rocks down there, all right?
OK, I'll have this one. Oh, come on, guys, not again. I want another one. Sort it out, will you?
Wow, that's awesome racing with Tracy Moseley stealing the jersey from defending champion Karen van Meerbeek to become the new RAV4 national champion.
And Barry and Tracy both regaining their national titles.
But don't go away, because after the break we've got the big one, the men's. The men's RAV4 National Downhill Championship.
Welcome back. We got the race that every man on a mountain bike dreams of winning, the RAV4 National Downhill Championship.
But first, down to the paddock to cut the grass and chew the cud with some of the top riders.
Let's go meet Mr. Victorious, Mr. Invincible, the man in the white shirt, Steve Peat.
I'm having a wicked season. I'm beaten in England. I've won a World Cup, second European, so it's going really good for me.
Well, up on the course we found defending national title holder. Here's Rob Warner, not having such a winning time in practice. Well, you know, if Rob's making mistakes, then it really is going to be a vicious course.
Bad, is it? I'm having a hard time at the moment. I'm having a super hard time. But at least I am, you know, at least I ain't going, oh well, mountain biking, that was good fun. You know what I mean? I want to be good again.
Well, we'll soon see if Rob's able to pull it together to defend his title, but in the meantime, let's check out some of the other contenders.
Young Scotty Beaumont from Team Kona, the short technical turns could suit him today.
As long as I give 100% and ride my race, I'll be happy whatever happens.
Also pushing hard today is going to be Mad Matt Farmer for Team Rally. He's got to be in the reckoning.
I'm not here just to get second place, I know that much.
And it's the downhill black box technology going to work today for Downhil Lemming, Mr. Hemming.
I'm kind of the fat manager for the team now. No one expects me to do any good, and I just ride for fun, and sometimes it comes together. So when it comes together, I think perhaps I should still be racing a little bit more.
This Nationals course has been a real taskmaster, pushing even the best riders to the limit and sometimes over the limit.
Yeah, you know, more often than not, it's just a little turn in the woods that's catching them off guard, a twig here or a little stump there.
Oh, that's where the combat roll comes in handy.
Oh, and there's another one.
Well, so far in the racing, one thing's perfectly clear. They're hammering to the line and going then some as well into the barriers. Good job for those hay bales.
Oh, well, here's Robin Kitchen taking that sneaky highliner. He's coming down the course to set the early leader's time. Crosses in 2:17.86. That's a great run from Robin, and he's going to go into the early lead.
Yeah, he looks happy with that one, doesn't he? And well, he should be, but he's going to face a challenge from this man, young Richard Warner, younger brother of Rob Warner. Oh, both feet off the pedals as he comes out of the bomb hole, but look, he's scooting already.
He's coasting.
Yeah, his championship challenge is over.
But here comes young Will Longdon, who's firing on all cylinders through the S-bend, looking really smooth through there, and the time's fairly promising. Across the line he comes, 2:19.60, not bad.
Not bad at all.
But I don't think he's happy. In fact, he's fuming with that one.
Dear, oh dear. Well, this man is one man we want you to take a look at. Crawford Carrick-Anderson, one of our most amazing riders on the circuit. He really is a flyer.
Oh, Roger,
no!
you've just got to give him the kiss of death to Crawford.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry, Crawford.
Back on again, normally up there, but not today, Crawford. Well, it wasn't until we saw some storming form from this man, Paul Plunkett from Team Rotec. Now, he was the man who was going to beat Robin Kitchen's early time. Crosses the line, 2:16.76. That's the time to beat now.
But it was rather short-lived, Rory, wasn't it? Because this man, James Throttle Jammer Alloway, he's on course and he's looking at challenging that time. He's absolutely flying down this course. Look at the speed of that man. Throttle fully jammed out as he sprints to the line, working that bike. The clock's going to stop at 2:16.66. Goes into the lead. Best time of the day so far.
Well, there it is, confirmed, Roger. James Alloway leads it. Paul Plunkett now in second, and Robin Kitchen hanging on in there in third position.
Well, young James is going to have a nervous wait because there are 4 more riders left to come down the hill, one of whom is Team Animal PlayStation's finest, Tim Ponting.
Yeah, Roger, he really is a top banana, so let's peel back the skin and find out what makes the man tick.
When I first left school, I went and worked on the pig farm, which was hard work, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then I started landscaping and gardening, which I've done for about 6 or 7 years. Sort of always dreamed about being pro and just racing around the world. And finally got that chance. Originally, I used to race motocross, then I had a mountain bike just to go training on and a bit of fun. This is my motocross bike I just bought this year. Can't wait to get out on it. I love it. I need to get out and have a good blast round. I think it was about 92 the first downhill series started. I had a few good races and all of a sudden I just started picking up the pace, and it was good to ride with people like Rob Warner and the other top riders, and you sort of learn a lot just from watching and riding with them. Before you know it, you're sort of on their pace. Most of my training, especially through the winter, is just road riding and getting fit. It's quite good to go to BMX track as well and have a mess around on the jumps. sort of try and keep smooth over the jumps, which is quite good fun. Everyone in the elite class is all friends, and it's good to just go out training with anyone and just have a laugh and do jumps and crazy things. If you end up beating the top riders like Rob or Steve, you know, you go home on such a high, and just to go down the course as fast as you can do it and get back to the end of the day and think, yeah, you know, I've gone down that best I could, and you know, it's a real buzz.
Welcome back to the arena. What's cooking, Rory?
Well, we're going straight to the top of the downhill course. We've got a green light on the racing and the riders are raring to go.
Well, first up is going to be Team Rally's finest, Mad Matt Farmer.
Now, Matt was in 4th position in the National Championships last year, just missed out on a podium position, so he's going to go for gold if he can today. Let's see what he can do. He's flying off the start, Roger. This is a real tricky section.
Oh, look at that!
Man,
he is so fast down there.
On the
awesome.
limit. Now, he's coming up to the jump between the trees.
Yeah, scary moment for them. Oh, look at that landing. Really hammering it through the gap. No fear at all. Into the bomb over goes. Beautiful and smooth, I have to say there, Rory.
Very safe now. We're coming up to the S-bend. Matt looking for the lines there. He goes through sideways through the S-bend. This is looking good for Matt Farmer.
Yes, indeed. He was absolutely perfect through the S-bend. Look at the clock. 2:09 as we go down, breaking out.
2:16.66, the time to beat. This is excellent.
It's going to be close.
Going to be close. The time is 2:16.24. Matt Farmer goes into the lead with that one. Oh, he's pleased.
Yeah. Come on. Confirmation as if we need it. Mad Matt Farmer into first place, 2:16.25, the new time to beat, 0.4 of a second faster than James Alloway.
Well, next up, Roger, is Tim Ponting, and it's just fractions of a second between the riders. Can Tim squeeze what he needs out of the course? Let's see if he can do it.
Yes, indeed. He got a bronze medal last year. Let's see if he can go one better today, or maybe two better. Looking nice and smooth as he goes down through the first section.
Not so ragged as Matt Farmer on that section. He could be quick. Into the gap jump he goes.
Oh, keeps it very low, and a beautiful landing from Tim Ponting. He really is silky smooth as he goes down into the bomb
Hardly any pedalling at all, Roger. He's cruising on this bit. Now we come towards the S-bend.
This is where it's going to tell. Oh, beautiful.
Again, just lifts the front wheel, doesn't he? Getting all the speed out of that section. Watch the clock now. Remember the new time.
He's looking good. Looking good as he's going to break out into the arena any second now. Oh, it's a fast one. Can he do it?
Come on, Tim Ponting. He's close to the line.
Yes, he's done it.
2:15.20. Yes. Tim Ponting now the new leader. This is exciting stuff indeed. There's the confirmation. 2:15.20.
1 second.
1 second and 500ths.
The big bad black sheep of the flock, Rob Warner for Team Giant.
Yeah, hoping to do the impossible today and defend his national title. The pressure is really on Rob Warner. Let's see if he can make it 2 in a row.
Did you see that front wheel kick up? He is hammering. Look at the speed that man's got. Definitely the fastest down these upper sections so far.
Yeah, expend some Air Bandit time through the jump. Here he comes. Oh no, he keeps it very low. Now that's sensible. We like to see Rob jumping, but also if he keeps it low, then he knows he's going to be gaining some time on this one. Into the S-bend he comes, Rog.
Yeah, absolutely perfect through the S-bend. We're not seeing any flamboyance at all from Rob Warner. He's keeping it really close to the ground.
He's got less than 10 seconds in hand, Rog. Can he make it to the line in time? 2:15.20, the time to beat.
Oh, it's going to be so close.
Rob Warner's coming across the line. He takes the lead.
He's done it.
By 600ths of a second. Rob Warner, the new leader now, with only one man to come, Steve Peat. Here he is. He's been virtually unbeatable this season in the world and certainly in the UK, Roger. If anybody's going to beat him, it's number one, Steve Peat. Let's watch closely.
Absolutely ranked number one, no doubt about that. And he is even faster, possibly, to look at than Rob Warner down that first section. Look, just cutting the ropes, hammering.
Yeah, flying through the gap there. Oh, beautiful corner. He's keeping it low into the bomb hole, sideways out of it. Oh, brilliant to watch, isn't it, Roger? Where is he now? He's coming up this section.
Listen to the crowd. Oh, I think something might have happened there, Rory.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd going ooh and ah. That doesn't sound too good, but he's cleanly through the S-bend now.
We're going to have to wait and see what happens further down the course, but you can see Steve picking all the best lines.
Yeah, but watch the clock, Roger. 2:15.14, the time to beat. It's going to go now. It's gone.
No, Rob Warner has done it. He retains his national championship.
And Steve Peat's time, not even podium position today, only good enough for fourth.
Well, I'm sure Steve May will be gutted, but the man who's going to have a big smile on his face is wild man Rob Warner. Brilliant stuff.
Confirmation, Roger. Look at that. Rob Warner first, silver to Tim Ponting. Matt Farmer on the podium with third.
I'm on a roll now, yeah. You know, everything seems to be clicking. We've all got the bike tuned up. Everything's going. It's going good.
And the silver medal for Tim Ponting.
Really chuffed. It's, you know, to get second in this field, there's so many guys who can do it. There's at least 10 guys who can get on the podium, so to get second is brilliant.
But the man who beat them all today, again, Rob Warner looking very happy at last. Here's the 1998 national champion of downhill racing, Rocket Man.
National champ's national champ. You know what I mean? It is the big one in England. There ain't nothing else worth winning. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
Well, mountain biking just doesn't get any better than that. What a cool result in the cross-country race. Both Barry Clark and Tracy Brunger regaining their national title.
In the downhill, Tracy Mosley, her first ever senior win, and Rob Warner, the only man to successfully defend a national downhill title.
Next week, we're in the beautiful town of Ludlow. Well, I'm going to be there. He's just not coming along.
For the final, the climax of the RAV4 National Mountain Bike Series, you be there. Be there.
Hello and welcome to Mountain Bike Britain.
We're really excited because we're in Ludlow.
Here is everybody!
Deepest Shropshire.
For the climactic final
of the RAV4 Mountain Bike.
Slow down.
Don't wait for it.
Okay. Hang on a minute.
Series.
RAV4
Mountain Bike Series. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow, look all around us. Superb mountain bike terrain.
Ludlow, beautiful Ludlow, famed for its historical architecture and its hysterical mountain bikers, all gathered here this weekend for the final event in the RAV4 Mountain Bike Series. Well, you might think it's funny, but let's face it, where else but Ludlow are you going to find bucking broncos, crazy cowgirls, mad dogs and one-legged mountain bikes? In the women's competition, we are setting ourselves up for the best race of the day.
Remember recently, it was Tracy Mosley who stole the national champion's jersey away from Karen van Meerbeek. To add insult to injury, she also holds the coveted yellow jersey for the lead in the series.
I think we can get away with actually not winning, but it's whoever beats each other really who's going to take the series.
So Karen is going to be out for blood and major revenge here today.
Currently joint first with Tracy. I want to win though.
But waiting in the wings is Rally's Emma Guy-Rodge.
Yeah, Rory, Emma's placed in third position at the moment, and that means that she could be setting herself up for winning the series if something major bad happens to Tracy or Karen.
Last one, might as well go out with a bang.
So going into this crucial last race, we can see from the leaderboard nothing in it at all. Will it be Tracy Mosley or Karen van Meerbeek who win the series?
You just have to wait and see.
Well, it may be all hugs and kisses now, but will it be the same later? Let's hear what Karen van Meerbeek's got to say on the subject.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut up. Background in mountain biking, horses mainly. Hey? That's all I've ever done. I've ridden horses since I was about 4. I started off doing cross country and downhill and trials and just had a go at everything. But just like the speed aspect of the downhilling. Feels good. I've been at the top from when I first started. Like, I have a lot of pressure for me because everyone's just waiting for me to go down, really. I mean, I get nervous about other people riding and really when I think of it, I suppose they're more nervous about me, probably. You put a curse on me, you did.
I'll never ask you again, I promise you.
sort of like mind games, isn't it? If you make your mind think you're going to do well, you do.
From Caravan Meerbeck, she's easily going to move into the lead.
I do a lot of training at home, trying to do as much as I can to give myself the best chances of winning. So it's easy to get carried away. I used to just be quiet and sit in the background and say nothing. But in this sport, you just get trampled on. So you have to start standing up for yourself.
And it's going to slip to third as Caravan Meerbeck takes fourth position in the end. So a real upset on the books today.
I hate, I'm a bad, very bad loser. I am a little bit disappointed, yeah. I always have been. At the end of the day, you can't always win. You're never pleased unless you win.
Roger, it's a ripping course. There's some major danger points up there, and every rider's going to have a big challenge ahead of them.
Well, in that case, we better have a look at our map.
Here we are. Oh, Roger, it's our last map of the series. Never mind. Here we are at the start. Nice wide open start, as important as ever to get a really fast one. Good flat start, but then immediately into a major danger point.
Yes, indeed. As soon as we hit the trees, we're going spacewalking because we're going through Blind Man's Alley and a monster drop-off.
Well, the riders are absolutely flying off the start of the course at the maximum elevation point, the trigonometry point at the top of the mountain.
Whoa!
Flying indeed. Let's see that again.
The eagle has landed. Couple of big roots to watch out for there, and at the bottom they've got a really big compression that could kick them out in the wrong direction.
So the riders are looking out for Mr. Stumpy
and the evil Dr. Compression.
Okay, well, you get past those couple of dudes and you're into some really nice single track, but there's a lot of trees on it this week, Roger, and their bark is as big as their bite as we head towards
the Lazy S, which for my money could be the crux of the course. What do you think, Rory?
Yeah, we call it the Lazy S, Roger, because if the riders are getting a bit fatigued and tired by this stage, they can take the obvious line, but if you're feeling adventurous, there is a little sneaky line higher up that sets you up really well for these final berms.
We're straight out of the Lazy S and you're beginning your big push to the line into the main arena and major whiteout.
Well, this is normally when you're virtually home and dry, Roger, but not this week because the midnight moles have been out and active.
Well, the riders are out of the woods, but it ain't over yet because they've got some evil jumps to contend with.
And first of all, it's a big set of triples that launch them 10 metres.
Yeah, but you've got to be careful how you land because our little mole friends have been very busy sculpting those lovely berms and that nice set of doubles before the finish line.
Well, that's kicked up enough dust for one run. Let's go racing with the professionals.
The rules of downhilling are very simple. You get to practice the course the day before.
Yeah, Roger, they all know that by now. And if you don't, where on earth have you been?
Well, basically, Rory, it's the fastest person downhill wins the race. And if you can't be fast, stack big time because then you get yourself on the telly.
Yeah, nice one. Well, if you can't beat the course, you might as well take it home with you like Toots Fitch here from Team TDR.
Well, this Burnfield Dusty, hairy mother of a course is giving the girls a real chance to strut their stuff. Check out Adele Croxton as she rails that berm.
The person who's been burning it up this morning is young superstar Helen Gaskell. Now, she's been ripping on this run. Look at her go over the triples as she sets the fastest time so far, 3.5 seconds into the lead of the pack with this run, which scored 1:52.70.
Now here comes Emma Guy. She's a world-class rider. In fact, she's going to be representing Britain at the World Championships very soon. So it was no surprise when she took the lead from Helen Gaskell. She smokes across the line with a time of 1:52.32 to relieve Helen from the hot seat. But she's got to wait a little bit because there's two more guns to come down the hill.
And big gun number one is Karen van Meerbeck. Now, there's only 1 point in it between her and Tracy Mosley, and Karen's goal today is to get back that leader's jersey in this series. Here she is looking like she's having a good run at the moment as she heads towards the Lazy S. Through she goes into the field. It's looking promising at the moment.
Yeah.
The moment of truth is coming up, Roger.
Nicely.
Any second now, we'll be seeing the clock.
Hammering through that berm, Rory.
Over the triple she goes. Is it going to be enough today to beat the rest? Cross the line, she scores 1:47.88. It's an incredible run. Well in the lead by 2.5 seconds. Only one more rider to come.
Yes, Rory, Karen's time is going to be a very hard one to beat, and this is the only woman left to do it, Tracy Mosley. If she does it, she wins the series. If she doesn't, the crown is Karen's. It's as simple as that.
And she's looking good through the Lazy S, Rog.
She certainly is as she comes down and breaks out into the arena. The jumping section nicely over the doubles. Sets it up for the big berm.
Triples now, over she goes. Is she going to make it clean? Yes, she does.
Beautifully over the triple jumps now. She comes powering to the line. Look at the clock.
Yes!
1:47.28. She's done the double.
Just 0.6 of a second in the lead.
Brilliant.
Way to go. Tracy clearly psyched at her win today.
And Karen getting one final touch of the sacred cloth of the yellow jersey.
As Tracy exits off to the podium. Third position today, Emma Guy.
bit disappointing. It's been a long day, so yeah, I was hoping for better than that.
In second today, Karen van Meerbeek.
No, a bit disappointing.
But our winner today here at Ludlow, Tracy Mosley from Volvo Cannondale.
It proved that I said earlier it's going to be a tight race, and down to 46 per second, it's brilliant racing, and I'm so pleased it came out on top. It's tight. I feel for Karen because it was such a tight race, and it's going to be down to the last race, but came out on top of the day.
And that means that in the series, it's Emma Guy getting third place, Karen van Meerbeek, the runner-up, in second. But the winner of the 1998 RAV4 Mountain Bike Series, doesn't she look happy? Tracy Mosley.
Happy, yeah. I never expected to do double in the first year in senior. The standard of British racing girls has really raised up this year, so I'm really pleased.
All right, yeah! Woo!
Well, just as in the downhill competition, we're also reaching the climax of the cross-country racing on a bitching course here at Ludlow, and a very tight battle for the lead.
Yeah, it's very, very close between three of us. Myself, Carl Sturgeon and Paul Lazenby. Where we finish today, I think, will decide the overall. So I'm the one with the jersey today. Let's hope I've got it on later.
Well, you may have the jersey, but I've got the haircut.
Says Paul Lazenby.
I told my mum it'll wash out.
Well, he might be barking and others are laughing because they're waiting for the start of the men's cross-country race. Here they go, Rog.
Yeah, this is going to be a ripper. Paul Lazenby trying to psych out Barry Clark with that hair because there's just 1 point in it in the series.
And there goes Lazar off to a fast start on the far side as they head into some really wicked single track on this Ludlow course.
Yeah, and as the wagon train goes storming through, it's Lazenby, Sturgeon, Clark and Nick Craig bringing up the rear.
Oh, hang on a minute though, Rog. This looks like problems for Barry.
Oh dear. Up the front though, they're not worrying about that. Nick Craig grabbing another bottle because it's hot work out there. Paul Lazenby on his heels, but what happened to Barry Clark?
Yeah, I've come off and twisted my front wheel. It doesn't go through the brakes anymore. Unfortunately, I told you this jersey was cursed.
But the man with the thirst was definitely uncursed today. Nick Craig winning here at Ludlow. A great ride by our top international star. That means, Roger, that the yellow jersey is gone.
To the one and only Mr. Paul Lazenby. Take your hat off, please, as he comes across the line to win the series.
No, I know I can do it now. I've proved that. So next year I'll be giving it a fair old bash again.
Well, the whistle goes for the start of the women's elite race in this series decider. In the centre of our picture there, the yellow jersey of Tracy Brunger.
Well, Tracy's got this series in the bag, providing she doesn't have any of those nasty Barry Clark moments.
Yeah, and doing all the chasing early on was Jenny Cocknell, but she was to hit the wall later on and slip right back in the field.
Yeah, she blew up big time, allowing this woman, Sue Thomas, to sneak through into second place.
But here comes Tracy Ann Brunger across the line. She's going to do the big one, the double championship win this year.
Yeah, Tracy, what a star. She rocks.
It's really good. It's getting better and better, actually. As this series has gone on, I won the last race, and then winning the national. It's been a brilliant season.
We're going to take a break now, but coming up in part 2,
we meet the Gila monster, Steve Gills.
And, of course, all the action from the final round of the RAV4 Downhill Series.
Remember this, and that? Feel nostalgic? You do? Oh dear, it's time to make the cocoa. I said it's time to make the cocoa. Because we'll be honest, this will not interest you. We know what your cup of tea is. It's a cup of tea. And allotments, driving gloves, and his and hers matching coats, and rambling. Things confuse you. Music, technology, we'd like to explain. Honest, but what we're selling today is this, the Toyota RAV4, a four-wheel drive that handles like a GTI. Look at the press reviews. That's enough. You're never going to drive a RAV4, and if you are, you shouldn't be. Remember when you saw your parents dancing? Embarrassing. The RAV4 is a 2-litre 0-60 in 9.9 seconds off-roader. What are you going to do off-road? Go surfing? Forget it. That shouldn't be too difficult. Making you angry? Don't watch. Switch channels. Our intention is not to antagonize, annoy, upset. Okay, we lied, it is. We just want you to accept the RAV4 is not for you. You may now return to tearful reminiscing about the wireless, P-Supers, Pearl Car and Teddy Johnson. Thank you. The RAV4. The car in front of the car with a knitted steering wheel is a Toyota.
OK, Roger, well, I am absolutely shaking with excitement. Here we are, the big final, so who's up for it?
Well, the shock news from the paddock is that the man who's been dominating this series so far, Steve Peat, he is not here. He is in Japan on World Cup duties.
Right.
Now, he may well have accumulated enough points to guarantee him the win in the series, but it's not certain. So you can see Steve Peat's lead just 21 points, so he's going to be sweating into his sucky with worry about the outcome of this race. And there's two riders who could upset the apple cart for him, Tim Ponting and Nigel Page.
There's a lot of pressure on the last round. I think I've got to get top 3 or beat Nigel Page, one or the other.
It's so close, it could be anyone, so just got to keep your fingers crossed that get a good, clean, fast run.
Well, I've worked out actually that Tim Ponting, if he comes 1, 2 or 3 today, he will actually win the series overall.
You need to be on a good diet just to compete at the top level.
Nigel Page has been riding so well all season. If he wins today, he'll actually get 2nd overall in the series.
So, hello, if you're watching.
But there's a whole load of other riders bubbling under, and if it all doesn't go well for Tim and Nige, we could be seeing another face getting onto the podium for the series, and I can't wait to find out. We're going down. Downhill racing, that is, and the course can only be described as on the edge, as shown here best of all by my pick of the day, James Alloway.
Yeah, James gets a great start, but as he's into blind mentality, he's right over the edge on this one, Roger, and with a run like that, he's going to lose a lot of time. Here he is coming up towards the triple jump, and James is going to cross the line with a time of 1:39.20. Good enough for 7th, but he ain't happy with that.
Well, James might have survived that, but Peter Crump hit the stump and went under the knife of the evil Dr. Compression.
And tanking Tommy Edwards got a bit cross-eyed on this one. He can decide which way to go.
Kiss the mattress. I think it was more like tanked up Tommy Edwards today, Rory. The surprise run of the day was by this man, Mr. Johnny Matthews. Johnny's been bubbling under all season, and he comes in with a storming time of 1:38.50.
Just a stunning run from this youngster, and a lot of better-known riders just couldn't beat Johnny Boy's time.
Yeah, riders like this man, Ed the Shred Mosley, he ripped, but it wasn't enough.
But one man who could was the Mac Daddy of speed, Stefan Gleed.
Yeah, Steph's had a few top results this year. He was 2nd on the podium at Natmore, and here he is again looking for a top run.
And Roger, he is looking beautiful through the single-track section. This is excellent riding from Stefan Gleed.
Nicely through the Lazy S, breaking out into the main arena. Let's watch the clock through the big berm. Sets it up for the triples.
Keeping it really low over the triples there. Rogers is good.
Check the time. It's very important. This is going to be a very close run from Stefan Gleed. Right to the line. 1:38.48.
A mere 200ths of a second in the lead.
Stonking.
Well, there you have it, folks. The men's half-time leaderboard. Gleed and Matthews separated by just a whisker.
That's right, Rory, but let's meet our next rider who's cleared for takeoff.
Straight from school, I did some surveying. I did a bit of bakery and all the normal jobs that everyone gets sacked from. It was quite interesting, but I was sort of a bit stuck in a rut, and that's when the mountain biking thing sort of come along, really. BMX racing for about 6 years. I won the Worlds in '88, the World Ramp Champs. Tried to find other things I could do, and that's when I sort of got into mountain biking, really. That's all my life, really, at the moment. I mean, from BMX straight to mountain biking. I only turned pro a couple of years ago now, so I'm sort of relatively new, really. Last year was good, I finished 3rd in Elite.
There's a few more seniors come out into Pro Elite this year, so it's harder, so yeah, I'm real pleased, yeah.
Looking for a good one this year, yeah.
Started training pretty good, so let's hope for some more during the rest of the year.
Let's get straight back up to the top of the course for our last 5 riders down the hill.
First of the famous 5, Steve Gill.
Yeah, Geely sliced himself a nice piece of cheese down up cheddar to get on the podium. Let's see if he can do the same again today.
Fast off the blocks as we expect. Steve Gill's a real technician, so he's going to be good through the trees today, Roger.
Yeah, he's going to rip down Blind Man's Alley. I've no doubt about it. Look how smooth he is down there. Beautiful stuff.
Wide-eyed and open. He's flying on this one, and he's not hanging around in the Lazy S either, is he? Look at this.
He's no slouch at all. He's going to break out into the main arena very soon, and we'll get a look at the time. Here he comes down to the big doubles.
Steve Gill flying the doubles, keeping it very low indeed. Nicely round the berm and over the triples. Oh, low again. That's saving him loads of time.
I'm sure it's going to disappoint a few people that he's not getting major airtime, but he is keeping low to the ground because he's really racing. But let's watch the clock as he comes in. Oh, it's going to be not a good time today from Steve Gill. He's going to be outside the top 5.
1:41.74, only good enough for 9th. I guess he just didn't have the legs today. A man whose legs are fast becoming hot property is this man, Richard Warner.
Richard scored a 2nd place up at Innerleith, and he's the man that everybody wants on their parcel shelf because he is the nodding dog of mountain biking.
Yeah, that body language really distinctive towards Richard as he comes into the Blind Man's Alley. Smooth through there, Roger.
Yeah, looking very nice through Blind Man's Alley into the lazy. Yes, taking that upper line, which is going to save him a lot of time. He's going to break out now into the main arena and watch how he takes the jumps. First of all, up for the doubles.
Here comes Richard Warner, keeps the front wheel a little bit high on that, but he's nicely round the berm, isn't he? And he's going to get low on this one. Yeah, pedals over it. Time looking good for Richard Warner.
We are going to keep such a close look on the clock because it's going to be very good time.
Yes, 1:37.23. He knows it's a good one. Look at that.
Brilliant. Over a second and a quarter faster than Stefan Glee's time.
There it is confirmed. Rocket Rich Warner surely setting himself up for a podium today.
Well, not if Mad Matt Farmer's got anything to do with it. Matt is going to be looking at sowing the seeds of victory and reaping the rewards as he comes down this hill today.
Well, Matt's got a little secret weapon as well, Roger, because he's riding on semi-slick tyres today. I don't know how he's going to get on in Blind Man's Alley.
That's why they call him Mad Matt Farmer. It's all or nothing. He's looking very smooth down through that section.
Oh, not bad at all. Well, Matt was saying as soon as he lets the brakes off with those tyres, they've got no knobbles in the centre, by the way. The bike just flies.
And he's got clearance, Clarence, and he's ready.